it's still in, there used to be a light here called the Arguello Light, and this little settlement that was here that grew up is called Our Light. That's short for Arguello Light. There actually people lived here. There was a little train station here. Kids got on the train and went to school over in Lompoc, which is about 20 miles from here. But the radio beacon is still active. Okay, things happen really quick in this area. Remember I was telling you about the radio beacon at Point Arguello? Well, when that was put into service, but very shortly after that was put into service, there was a wreck right here. This is called, those rocks out there are called destroyer rocks, and this is Honda. It's on the night of September the 8th, 1923. There were 14 destroyers from the Pacific Fleet's 11th Squadron. They were skirting the coast, returning to home in San Diego from an event called Fleet Week in San Francisco. The ships were engaged in an engineering speed test, and they were traveling at 20 knots in tight formations. As they approached the Santa Barbara Channel that night, the fog thickened, making navigation difficult. And the squadron commander aboard the flagship Delphi took readings from the new radio transmitter at Point Arguello. The readings indicated that his ships were still north of the point, but the commander didn't trust the report and thought that his ships had already entered the Santa Barbara Channel and were getting perilously close to San Miguel Island. So, at 8:30 p.m., the commander ordered the Delphi to turn to the east, thinking he was turning into the channel. Tragically, his dead reckoning placed the ships 20 miles off course, and instead they were heading directly toward the shore. 5 minutes after the course change, the Delphi smashed into the rocks here at Pedernales Point, also known as Honda. 6 more ships followed that leader into tragedy, and still hopelessly confused, the commander believed that they had struck San Miguel Island. There were 23 sailors who lost their lives in the disaster, and most were from the destroyer Young, which had overturned on the rocks. Most of the ship's remains are still on the ocean floor here. It'd be interesting to note that everybody that was involved in that tragedy was court-martialed, including the 7 ships that did not make the turn and stood off and saved themselves. The commander, however, did not survive the court-martial. And they heard that disaster from Point Arguello, and people that were living there were the first on scene to help the sailors. The railroad was here, and they brought blankets and food and supplies from the city of Lompoc, which is about 14 miles from the coast. So the railroad did help in saving those sailors from that disaster. This was September the 8th, 1923. The shortly after World War I.